Hello, sir. Good evening, sir.
Good evening. Good evening. How are you?
I'm fine, sir. How are you, sir?
Fine, fine. You are from which place?
Sir, I'm actually from the state of Kerala.
You are in which part of Kerala?
Kottayam, sir. Right now, I'm in Kochi.
Kochi.
My home.
Right now you are in Kochi.
Yes, sir.
You are studying in which college?
So I'm doing my.
Yeah, I think you have sent your CV also to me. 1 minute.
Yes, sir.
But can you send it again, because it has not reached me properly. It has come in my cell phone, but not in my laptop. Can you attach again in your WhatsApp?
Via WhatsApp, sir, or mail?
No, through WhatsApp. Through WhatsApp.
Okay.
8072177482.
Yes, sir. Yes, I have sent it.
Got it. Super. Abhijit Abhilash.
Yes.
Yeah. I don't have to ask you. I can see it here itself. You are now currently doing Bachelor of Science honors, correct?
Yes, sir. Bachelor in Forensic Science.
Forensic Science. And yes, you are appearing for clerical post, correct?
Yes.
Non-managerial post, correct? Good. Achha, you passed out in the written test.
Yes, sir.
So can you tell me about the written test? I know 60 questions are asked, 15 questions from reasoning, 15 from quants, 15 from English, 15 from general knowledge, correct?
Yes, and there's also a part called computer awareness also.
It's a computer awareness also. Apart from
it was a pretty easy part. Like,
easy. And apart from that, I think you had psychometric test also.
Yeah, it was okay. And I have 63 questions with 15 minutes. I have to complete within 15 minutes.
Achha. What were the type of questions asked in psychometric?
Psychometric test was, it was so personal questions like how you manage your managerial team, how you face a situation, those type of questions.
So very good. In banking general awareness, what type of questions were asked which you could answer?
So I think they asked a question regarding the a percentage of Kashmir, a book written by J. Mohan. There was a question there, and they also asked for the Amendment Act of Supreme Court. Just reading my and somewhat like some general current affairs questions.
I know, but I don't know why you are not the first candidate to tell like this. You are the nth candidate. All of you forget what you have written in the written test, correct?
Yes, sir.
Bilkul, you are not able to remember what you wrote in the exam. Doesn't matter, no problem. No. Did they ask you about CRR, SLR, and all that? Reserve Bank of India?
No, sir. They didn't ask any questions from the part of banking. They asked about computer awareness, and general knowledge was purely related to governance.
Governance. Achha.
Yeah.
Government, that is, who is the governor, who is the chief minister, like that?
Not like that, but some amendments. Two amendments they asked about. Like one is the amendment of IT Act amendment. They asked about IT Act amendment, 2008 IT Act amendment. So I am also dealing with that paper in my forensic. And they asked about, as I mentioned earlier, a literature book, Prose and Days of Kashmir, Prose and Days in Kashmir by J. Mohan.
Oh, I think it was more related to your area of subject.
Yeah, sir.
Maybe that way. Good, very good. What is your father?
My father is actually working in the field of agriculture. He's a farmer.
Good. Do you have lands, or your father is working in the farm?
No, sir. We have lands. We have a land of 1 acre in Kottayam district.
What is grown in your field?
Mainly cash crops and also some agriculture crops like spinach also. And cash crops includes rubber and pepper also.
Good. pepper, is it coming in tree or plant?
It's a plant. It's a crawling plant. It's actually supported by another
Very.
tree.
How long it will take for a pepper to give fruit for us?
It depends. It's take around seven months from the starting of the agriculture.
Is it like a paddy only once? That is, after harvest, it has to be removed and we have to put again another new plant?
No, not like that. If
it's like jasmine, where you can take out, then again it will come.
Yeah.
Or jackfruit.
It's like
or
that.
jackfruit,
Not like
you cut the jackfruit and again it comes. Very good. So I was just asking you to find out whether you know about some of the details about that. Good. Now, what are the problems faced by agriculturists nowadays?
Most of the problems includes latterly India amended a farming bill, and it was a very pressure. It provides a very pressure to the farmers, and I firmly believe that this farming bill is not accepted by a lot of the farmers, and lots of environmental issues also. Climatic changes, they are facing a lot of climatic changes. Recently, in the state of Alappuzha, famously the grain of Kerala for Kutanad is also famous, facing a lot of climatic issues like heavy rainfall and flooding also. So the farmers lost a lot of their crops, and they are facing facing a lot of hard to pay their tax issues.
Very good. Good. Nice. But then for this question, you don't have to tell me about that act and all that. You tell what is the problem faced by farmers, like climatic problems, then say marketing problems, or labor problems, or finance problems, or some disease for the plants, something like that. No, because if you talk about the act, they will go into that act and put you into problem. They will ask more detailed questions about that. So when we talk in interview, we should always try to tell areas wherein we are confident.
Okay, sir.
Now tell me, how many siblings do you have?
I have one sibling, my sister. She actually married and is having a child with her. Right.
What is your brother-in-law doing?
He's a surveyor in Oman.
Surveyor. Very good. Excellent. Yeah. Good. Now, why do you want, you have studied forensic science. Why did you prefer this forensic science? Are itna dur chod ke, I mean, ivvalavu dooram thalli Bangalore vandu padichache, forensic science. Why?
So, after my 12th standard, I want to get a degree in an interdisciplinary subject. So I went all of the courses. So my mother was actually forcing me to take BCom course. She's also working in a bank, so she's actually forcing me to take BCom course. And I firmly believe that BCom is not an interdisciplinary course. It's actually purely based on this taxation and all the subjects. I feel that is a bias subject. So I have to know about it.
No. See, 100% you are talking like a child. In the interview, this answer is wrong because banking is commerce.
Yes, sir.
And to a commerce man, you go and tell commerce is a very idiotic subject. Commerce is not an interesting subject. He will not like it. Correct?
Yes, sir.
So what you should do, you should try to find out some other reasons for choosing or what is that foreign. They may not ask you this question, but if they ask, you must be able to manage that. Like I wanted to choose forensic science instead of regular BSc chemistry and all that, because I thought this will be a new area offering scope for say more career opportunities. But again, they will cross cut you by asking, you are telling career opportunities in forensic. Why are you coming to us? Then you have to revise your answer and say that right now there are not sufficient campus recruitment, and this is the first campus recruitment test I am attending, and I'll be happy to get selected. Something like that. Manslayo?
Yes, sir. Good.
Mansalai, yeah.
Yes.
So you have to manage to tell nicely, correct?
Okay, sir.
So now the only not mistake, only suggestion I got was you have got one. Let me tell you the plus point. You are very good in communication. You are good in English, but when it comes to communicating, you communicate more than what is needed. For the agriculture question, you told about act that was not required. For the forensic science, there was no need for you to tell why BCom is not good.
Okay, sir.
Samajh gaya?
Yeah.
And especially telling to say, my mummy wanted to go for BCom. I did not go. You did not go to BCom because normally children at your age, they may not like what parents tell. That is one reason. The one reason for the otherwise, commerce option would have been more suitable for you right now. Correct?
Yes,
In this situation, if you had taken commerce, probably you will be better informed about banking and all that. That might have helped. Doesn't matter. Let me check up how much you know banking. What is banking?
So,
Acha, you came across the materials only today from me?
yes, sir. Today, sir.
But before that, when did you join my group, Federal Bank group?
So I think it was during my GD preparation itself, but a lot of your documents are shown like copyright infringement right there. So I can download it anything.
No, but this can be downloaded.
I didn't get this one. I got a word file about the GD topics itself.
GD topic, acha.
Yeah.
Oh, that's okay. GD topic, I have put it only in say Word document, and I have given you the topics and all. That doesn't matter. You have cleared the GD. What was the GD topic they gave you?
There was two persons, Mr. A and Mr. B. One has an experience, and second one has one has a personal relationship with the MD, CEO of the company, in marketing, and he's good in marketing skill. That Mr. B is also good in marketing skill. Who will you choose as a HR operational manager?
What did you say?
I was in favor of Mr. A. Sir.
You said you'll select A.
Yes, sir. I was in favor with Mr. A.
You are using a mobile internet or Wi-Fi internet?
So I'm actually in my hostel and Wi-Fi internet.
Wi-Fi internet, okay, but then kabhi kam hota hai. Is this the spot where you get very good signal? Or
yes, sir. This is my key spot. There are around 30 students are right here, sir. So they are all.
Everybody will be using it. Internet.
Yes, sir.
That is the reason. I understand. Good. How many candidates have come out successful in this written test for interview?
So I got the mail today, and we hardly three participants are. Me and my only three. Yeah.
Only three. Oh. Why don't you tell the other two candidates also to come so that you can make a team and we can discuss sometimes some points. It depends. You can.
Yes, I talked about one. I only know about one, and he's also studying in my campus. And next one is not studying in our campus. I don't know where she's from.
Then it's okay.
Her name is Pia.
Yeah, then it's okay. No problem.
I talked. He said he will contact you, sir.
Yeah. Acha, are you having Geo cell phone with you? No, Geo, because the signal is not good now. It breaks and all. Can you connect to Geo now immediately? No.
Okay. Sure, sir. Let me change my change it to my personal phone.
Yeah. I think that may be better. I think you can do it here by going to settings. Na? Hello.
Hello, sir. Can you hear me? Right?
Yeah, now I can hear you. Now I can hear you. No problem.
Okay.
I think this is better. I think so. So, oh, Nidhi Sharma. I think.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Another candidate has come. She is for Central Bank of India financial analyst, not for your federal bank. She is a very senior person. She has passed chartered accountancy and all.
Oh,
Very senior person. Yeah. Nidhi Sharma, kindly be watching this video. After this is completed, we will again relog for your interview. Nidhi Sharma. Yeah. Now, can you tell me what is banking, Mr. Abhijit?
So, bank is an institution where we can, is a licensed institution where we can provide loans and all other, provide loans and we can make transactions. Banking includes the transaction of money worldwide.
Good. Now, if you go through my materials, you will be able to see. I have given a link, If you download that, you will come across, 1 minute. You will come across one material known as this one. This one. Are you able to see now on the screen?
So it's.
Are you able to see on the screen?
Yeah. Got it.
Yeah, this is known as infinite small because you are not a commerce graduate. So you have to go through this material. Here they tell you all these points. Can you read out the points?
Yes, sir. What is banking and nationalization of banks and SBI? Asset of liabilities, NIM and credit agencies, various types of banks and RBI, types of accounts, monetary policy and instrument and banking ombudsman scheme, NBFCs and fiscal policy, negotiable instruments and different types of checks, DD and types of ATMs, NPCI and its services, PSL, national income, GDP, etc., financial inclusion, NBA and its solution, Basel norms, inflation and its types, some important terms too.
Now, I know you are a non-commerce graduate, so you may not be fully informed about it. Now, can you expand about any of the abbreviations given here? For example, say RBI. What is RBI?
Reserve Bank of India, sir.
Good. What is NBFC? NBFC. You don't know? Non-banking financial company.
No, sir.
Or financial corporation. Then what is NPCI? Excuse me. You don't know means tell I don't know.
I don't know, sir.
National Payment Corporation of India. Then do you know what is PSL? Don't know.
Public.
No. Priority sector lending. Then GDP. You know what is GDP?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, what is that? You don't know. Gross domestic product. Then you know what is meant by NPA?
No, sir.
Non-performing asset. Very good. So it is good that you came and met me today. Now you have to go through all these materials whether you like it or not.
Okay, sir.
And afterwards, based on this, I will conduct an interview. And of course, in normal interviews, what they ask you is to test whether you are about your communication skill, about your confidence. So that I can do it now. For example, questions like what are your strengths? What are your weaknesses? Why should we select you? How do you see yourself 5 years from now? Okay, who is your role model? Like these questions they will ask.
Okay.
But even for that, you may not be prepared at this stage. I will show you another material. Hold on. Have you seen this material? This material
Yes.
you will get when you download the link I have given you.
Yes, I got it.
Now I will show you another one. Yeah, just a minute. Video links. Yeah, I will open this. Just a minute.
Sure, sir.
I wanted to show you how it is. Not this one. Video links, Abhijit, interview material is coming. Did you download the materials I gave you or not? No.
Yes, I got two materials.
In that, what I am trying to show you, I am unable to show you now, is that say.
First question, sir.
No, first one. This one.
Yeah, sir.
This one. Are you able to see it now on the screen?
Yes, sir, I can see it.
This book you have to go through by thoroughly. It's a 10 pages book only, and because this will help you to answer questions with confidence when they ask you what are your strengths, etc. For example, this is very useful. Why don't you read the what are the words you have to use while telling about yourself? Please read the words.
Examples of positive words include motivated, effectively, resilient, committed, supportive, enthusiastic, resourceful, focused, diligent, competent, flexible, and confident.
Out of these, I want you to choose 4 of them that are very much present in you. What you will do? Which 4 items you will choose?
And committed, resourceful.
Hello? Are you able to hear me? Hello?
Yeah.
Are you able to hear me? I am not able to get your voice at all. Hello? Yeah. Hello, are you able to hear me? Nidhi Sharma, are you able to hear me? Yeah. No.
Yes, sir.
Why are you not answering? You told only 2 points.
No, sir, I asked, I actually told 4 points. I think it's the
network problem. Yeah. I would like you to choose enthusiastic, because that will include very many things. Then resilient. Resilient means trying again and again without faith. When you don't succeed, trying to pursue again and again. Okay. Then confident. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Focused. No, you might have seen, I am not getting into the areas. Resourceful is okay, but resourceful means now you are not fully equipped with resources needed for banking. Even after you are going through the topics I have given you, you may not be having that much resource to satisfy a banker. So you tell only general qualities in you which cannot be which can be measured by participation, but it cannot be said no in you. समझ गया? मनसलाया?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Now, abhi ye batai, you also have so many other skills here. Please read quickly, fadafat.
Discipline, efficiency in work, technical knowledge, good listening skill, confidence level, initiative in work, creative mind, open-minded, logical thinking ability, analytical thinking, quick learner, empathetic, friendly nature, communication skill, problem-solving skill, and positive attitude.
You don't have to tell everything, but at least try to tell 5 or 6 of them out of the so many points given, and make them in the form of sentences so that can make the listener feel you are having sufficient stuff in you. So you have to go through the other questions also given herein, which are general about personality oriented. And after that, these are the personality, family related questions. Please go through them and prepare answers for them. Okay?
Yes, sir.
After that, you have to come here and go through these questions also relating to banking. They may or may not ask you these questions. For example, why I am telling you this, for example, in many interviews, the interviews were over. I am just stopping sharing because I want to go into another one.
Okay,
I'm
sir.
stopping sharing of this. See, in many of the interviews, say the questions asked are only basic level. They don't go into the subject also. So maximum for you forensic BSc persons, they may ask some questions regarding latest things like digital banking. Then they can also ask you about internet banking. What do you know about Federal Bank? Who is the MD and CEO of Federal Bank? How many, what are the plus points you know about us? Did you go through the website of Federal Bank recently? What are the changes? They have revised that, you know that? They have come out with a new Federal Bank website. Are you aware of that?
No, sir.
They have revised it from yesterday or day before yesterday. Please go through the new one also. Understand?
Yes.
Then they can also ask you about cryptocurrency strengths, whether you have taken part in any of the, say, college events like that, they can ask you. Okay.
Okay, sir.
So this is first an introduction one for you to know how you should proceed for preparation for this interview. Kindly go through my materials I have given you. Go through the hundreds of videos I have posted, just noting down the important points. And later on, so when you are confident about taking another interview, you can remit 100 rupees only for you people, only 100 rupees only, and then come to me. I would suggest you to have it after 3 or 4 days. Don't wait for them to announce the date of the interview. Now, I think you have to load documents, and after loading documents, they may take some time. So if you are not having any examinations immediately coming, please prepare on this line and then take a date after 3 or 4 days. And finally, one more before the interview, so that you are a person who is not hesitating to speak. That point only is cleared now. But other
Yes.
aspects like presenting questions briefly and to the point, and learning knowledge relating to banking, relating to economy, relating to Kerala state, relating to ministers, general knowledge, etc. You have to prepare and then take 1 or 2 mock interviews subsequently.
Yes, sir.
Otherwise, I will rate this interview at 8 out of 10.
Yes, sir.
But I would like you to score 9.5 out of 10 to be, because
Yes.
out of the 3 students selected in this college, they may select 1 or 2. They may select all the 3, provided all the 3 of you talk with confidence. No, exhibit that you know banking. समझ
Yes.
गया? मनसलायो?
Yes, sir.
Best wishes.
Thank you, sir.
I wish you all the best. Keep in touch. Whenever you have some doubt, you can send a message to me in WhatsApp. I will reply through WhatsApp. And the material that you are going to study may be not very interesting because you are not a commerce student, but still please read.
Yes, sir. Sure, sir.
And also read newspaper right from today.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Who is your
Sir,
who is the Kerala governor?
yes.
Say this is how shallow it is. We are not very comfortable with these things. थोड़ा familiarize ho jao. Please know who is your MLA, who is your MP, because they may not go very much deep into banking and all. They will ask overall questions only. I have given you about 30 to 50 pages containing questions asked earlier. Please go through that.
Yes, sir.
But I want you to study more than your college study very seriously. If you clear this, you are assured of job. And in these days, getting a job is really tough. Okay. And
Yes, sir.
federal bank job is a very decent one. Best wishes.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you. Now, Nidhi Sharma ji. Hello, Nidhi Sharma ji. Excuse me, Nidhi Sharma.
So I can leave the meeting,
Yeah,
sir.
you can leave the meeting. No problem. You can leave. Best wishes. Yeah, Nidhi Sharma ji. Hello. Hello, Nidhi Sharma. I am closing this and starting another new Zoom. Please come into that. Thank you. Nidhi Sharma, thank you. Thank you. Please come again in Zoom. I will just type it out as message because you are not able to answer. I think your internet is not all right. Ayush Shahai, you are appearing for which interview? Ayush? Ayush Shahai, you are appearing for which interview?
Sir, good evening, sir.
Good evening. Which interview are you appearing?
Sir, Bank of Maharashtra Scale 2.
Oh, अच्छा 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 ठीक है ठीक है. I think you sent a message today. Good, good, very good. So I'll be with another candidate for she is for finance. You know, Central Bank of India finance. If you want, you can join that also and watch what is going on. And of course, for you, I will fix a date. Probably, I have given you what time have I given you? I have not given any time for you, na?
You have not given time. I have sent message.
Yeah. Acha, maybe today by 8:40 or so, can you take it up today if you want to take up 8:40 today? 8:40 नहीं होगा, थोड़ा देरी भी होगा. 8:45 ठीक है?
No issue. 8:45, 9 o'clock, no issue.
Yeah, 8:45 आप try कर लीजिए. Come to Zoom again. Thank you.
Okay.
Bye.